The hunt is on. There's no going back now. It's in your blood. A primal need that must be met. It drives you. It consumes you. It takes you to the edge. What was once a simple pastime has now become your addiction. This season, come share the excitement with a group of fellow whitetail addicts from Lone Wolf. Learn from their time-tested techniques, as well as their mistakes, and be there to experience firsthand the highs and the lows we've all come to thrive on. They are do-it-yourselfers just like you. Their season begins the moment the last one ends. And when it comes time to release an arrow, they come up big. This is Whitetail Addictions.
Wow, what a cage.
Hi, my name's Heath Cisco and welcome to Whitetail Addictions. You know, I started deer hunting at a very early age. By the time I was 18, I set a pretty high goal for myself of only shooting Pope and Young class whitetail. Over the years, I've been very successful with that goal, and I keep raising the bar for the whitetails I chase after. After each buck I'm successful at tagging, it only feeds my addiction and drives me to get on the next. Going into the fall of 2019 season, I had an Ohio and Illinois tag. In Ohio, throughout October and November, I set pretty high goals for myself. I had a couple bucks to go after and had some good encounters, but towards the middle of October, things just weren't working for me. Towards late October, my good friend Justin Hollingsworth was hunting on a property we have in Illinois, and he was seeing a good buck and got video of him coming out in the field several days. This one particular buck that Justin had a couple encounters with, we knew very well. The previous spring, I picked up a shed antler off of him, and we knew he was going to turn into a good deer.
Has this ever happened to you? You're out scouting and you find the perfect location you want to hang your trail camera, but the only thing to hang it on is huge. So you end up settling for a lesser spot because you had no option and your strap wouldn't fit? Well, with the new undercover game camera from Lone Wolf, that'll never happen to you again. Every camera comes equipped with a quick attach plate on the back of the mounting system, fully equipped with hardware and mounting tool, allowing you to fasten your bracket to any large object.
He was going to have to come home, so I decided to head out there and try my luck at it for 3 or 4 days. After checking the cameras, I had several pictures of this buck. And knowing that Justin had seen him in the field to the north around 4:30 to 5 o'clock every day, my goal was to slip into the backside of this property around 4:30, hoping that the deer were already out in the field. I was going to scout out and see if I could find his bed. Being that it was the end of October, this buck could be hooking up with a doe at any time and be a half a mile away. It worked out perfectly. I found a bedding point where it looked like this buck was staying. A couple big beds, several big rubs. I ended up hanging a set right away and got out of there after dark. Well, it's right after daylight. Had a couple doe move through. The wind's gusting a little bit and they got a little squirrely. There's one great big buck here in this area that I know of, and probably others, so let's see what happens. just smoked that drop tine buck. Yes. I set up on this bedding point. He comes slipping back in here this morning, and I shot him about 25 yards. Tickled to death, man. Great morning. The wind's gusted back and forth. I didn't know if it was gonna work or not, but he slipped right in here and I put it on him.
Okay, this wind is semi good for this spot. And what I mean by that is it's a possibility if something got way down to the left of us out in this field, we'd get winded. But what I like to do on these field edges is not have the wind go back into the woods. I like it to run right down the fence lines, right down the wood line. Then at least you got an opportunity for that deer to make it to the field. Whereas if you got your wind blowing inside and he smells you back in there, he's just not coming out. So we got a good wind for this main trail. I got a little brush in the way here. Fixed that broadhead so I can whack through some of that little stuff there. Steady, probably steady about 6 mile an hour wind, so wind in the whitetail, baby.
So, tickled to death. There was snow all over the tree, but it was a little sketchy getting in here this morning, but it's going to be fun getting out of here, as you can see. Well, finally got my stuff out of the tree, and it was a little sketchy, but managed to get it out, and I think I can see him laying over here. I'm tickled to death. So we'll get my rig on and head over and look for the air first, and then we'll see if we can find him. Look at that. Yes. Being aggressive and pushing the envelope is why I was so successful on this hunt. Couldn't have worked out any better with the snowfall in late October. That buck working its way right back into that bedding point. I just couldn't ask for a better hunt. Taking that buck, which is one of my best bucks with a bow, just feeds my addiction even more and drives me for the next.
Hi, this is Andrae D'Acquisto from Lone Wolf Custom Gear. I wanted to thank you for watching Whitetail Addictions and ask that you become one of our silent partners by hitting the YouTube subscribe button and following us on Facebook and Instagram.